my pleasure to welcome you to the University of Manchester and the splendid surroundings of the Whitworth Hall for this graduation ceremony. In particular, of course, I'd like to welcome our graduands whose achievements and hard work we are here to celebrate today. But I'd also like to welcome the family and friends of our graduands, many of whom have traveled long distances to be here today. We welcome you to the university, and also we thank you for the help, encouragement, and support that you have given our students over their studies, the time of their studies here. Those of you who are graduating today have given yourselves a real competitive edge by completing your degree here in Manchester. You chose to make an investment in your future when you decided several years ago to follow a degree course at UMIST or the Victoria University of Manchester. And today that investment is realized. Your achievement in completing your degree cannot be underestimated, and you and your family and friends can feel justly proud of your achievement. All of you started your university careers joining one of our predecessor institutions. This time last year, we celebrated the graduation of the first graduates of the combined university. A huge amount has been achieved since the time of the merger in October 2004, and the pace of change continues to be both exhilarating and challenging. This university now represents the best of both worlds. First of all, we are new, and like all new institutions, that leaves us free to be innovative and creative. But the university has also inherited a fine legacy of scholarly achievement, research performance, and educational excellence from its distinguished predecessors. We have a rich heritage of cutting-edge innovation and enterprise that stretches back more than 175 years. This impressive combination of freedom and a great history is uniquely empowering. Building on this rich history, Manchester is already one of the finest universities in Europe, but we are now perfectly positioned to become one of the best in the world. Our ambitious plan, dubbed Manchester 2015, is to lift Manchester into the very first rank of higher learning. At the core of this vision is a commitment to the highest standards in research and scholarship. Some of the statistics are now quite striking. In terms of applications for its undergraduate courses, Manchester is now the most popular university in the UK. We've received almost 62,000 applications for our undergraduate courses starting in September 2006, according, that is, to statistics from the University's Central Admissions Service, UCAS, which all our graduates will fondly remember from a few years ago. This figure, covering home and overseas applications, confirms this university as the country's top and preferred destination for would-be students. And these numbers are all the more pleasing given the students' concerns over the introduction of increased tuition fees in September. Our commitment to innovative and inspirational teaching is intensified as we explore the new opportunities for educational delivery that are presented by developments in the area known as e-learning. In addition, this year, the University of Manchester and the Open University agreed a new partnership to develop and offer combined degree programs focused initially on the overseas student markets. This partnership will allow the UK's two largest universities to access each other's curricula and to draw on their complementary strengths in serving both part-time and full-time students. The stature of the university continues to grow in other ways also. We are placed at or close to the top of lists of universities earning research funding, both from government research councils and from the charitable foundations. You will now see routine reference to the Big Five UK universities, meaning Oxford, Cambridge, Imperial, and University College London, and Manchester. And the golden triangle of Oxford, Cambridge, and London has now become a golden diamond. The University of Manchester was designated the University of the Year in 2005 at the inaugural ceremony of the annual awards offered by the Times Higher Education Supplement effectively the national newspaper of the university sector. An award of a rather different kind was also obtained just recently when a team from Manchester won for the first time the University Challenge title on television. The Manchester team beat Trinity Hall, Cambridge in one of the most nail-biting finals ever seen in the television programme's history, eventually triumphing by 160 points to 150. The commitment of the University of Manchester to achieve the highest standards in teaching and research is apparent from the unprecedented capital building programme presently underway. You cannot have failed to have noticed the number of tall cranes that now populate the university campus. I'm pleased to say that the Whitworth Hall is one of the few locations where we can be sure, I think, of being free from construction noise. We recently opened the £35 million Manchester Interdisciplinary Biocentre, a venture that brings physical and life scientists together with computer scientists, with engineers, and with those of other disciplines to address the most pressing problems in biology and medicine. The university's £25 million core technology facility was also opened just recently by Lord Sainsbury, the Science Minister. Researchers in these state-of-the-art laboratories are looking at the techniques of tissue engineering that provide promise of ultimately enabling the generation of whole organs for transplant into patients suffering from conditions such as heart disease and diabetes. This new facility will also encourage commercial exploitation of these university activities by providing integrated sites in which young businesses can work together with university research groups. As a graduate of the University of Manchester, you are joining a very distinguished Hall of Fame. No fewer than 22 of our former staff and students have gone on to become Nobel Prize winners. This year, we recruited another Nobel laureate to the staff, the economist Professor Joseph Stiglitz, to lead the Brooks World Poverty Institute, which is in fact endowed by one of our recent alumni. This institute will become a center of excellence for multidisciplinary research into poverty and means of its reduction. In addition to their distinguished contributions to the sciences and engineering, our graduates today can be found in top positions in business, government, politics, sport, and the arts. Your job prospects, having studied here at the University of Manchester, will be second to none because employers all around the world recognize the value of the piece of paper you will shortly be holding in your hand. So graduates can be justifiably proud of their own personal achievement. I'm pleased to report that despite the recent industrial action that you may have read about in the national media, this university did not cancel any examinations and maintained the scholarly integrity of the examination process and the value of the degree from the University of Manchester. Now, the purpose of all this boasting is to convince you, in the unlikely event you still need convincing, that you graduate today from one of the finest universities in Europe. At the end of the ceremony, you will join a community of more than 200,000 UMIST and University of Manchester graduates living and working across the globe. The Alumni Association allows you to continue your relationship with the university and with current friends, and to interact and network with other alumni connected with the university at a personal and professional level. Please do take advantage of this by leaving your current email address on the note you've received regarding our new global online alumni network, Your Manchester Online. As a member of the alumni, you will also receive a free annual magazine and be invited to social nights, reunions, and business networking events. The Alumni Association is also active overseas, with branches in many countries. Please find out more about the Alumni Association, and you can do this by visiting their stand in the Concourse Cafe and chatting to some of the students there. So please don't make this day your last day of contact with the university. Keep the Alumni Office regularly informed of your changes of address and your progress, and remember, of course, that you're always welcome to visit the university. And so finally, on behalf of the university, I congratulate all of you graduating here today on your excellent academic achievement and I wish you every success in your future careers.
Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Hamoud Rashid Al-Tobi. Christopher William Armstrong. Charles Bresch. Fabrice Caillet. Paul Capewell. Nicolas Sim-Pierre Gabory. Bruno Harbulo. Jingming Jin. Noor Maizura Muhammad Noor. Alan Third. Arnaud Thierry. William Benjamin Toms. Yingqian Zhang. And for the degree, and for the degree of Master of Science, Vishal Danji Shavda. Saeed Bashar. Ross Grayton. Sorry, a late change. Atta ul Manan Khalid. Edward Sesendula Kamera Kagwa. Saqib Yusuf Raja. Fahad Hassan Sheikh. Robert Donaldson Barbour. Gasturi Kanagachurandran. Farayal Qayyum Malik. Kamran Iftikhar. And for the degree of Master of Engineering with honours, Matthew Edward Goldspink. Hamir Kebach. Matthew Moody. And Saul Peters. And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering with honours, Daniel James Douglas. Feroz Aslam Ansari. Akanksha Base. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science with honours, Graham Derek Frank Brereton. Wei Chao Liang. Yai Feng Liu. Hassan Ahmad. Zidong Kui. Prit Mahesh Gudka. Craig Jonathan Hargrove. Akinori Kajiwara. Kapil Kumar. Tariq Muhammad Mahmood. Kirk Richard Northrop. Benjamin Keenman Foon. Johan Kevin Rowan. Rinit Satish Kumar Shah. Sivraja Sivanesan. Michael Stephen Taylor. Eric Sonka Zaiten. Joseph Simon Finkelstein. William Jack Hollins. Hassan Jana. Saurabh Khandelwal. Ross Michael MacDonald. Mark McDowell. Gina Daswani. Abdul Jalil Al Nasser. Akhil Ameripur. Said and Ali Anain. Ryotka Arisaka. Nishani Balendran. Stephen Bamba. Simon Brenchley. Daniel Ka-Shing Chan. Harry Yan Ting Chung. Karen Yan Yan Chow. Nicholas James Clark. Duncan Graham Davids. Jonathan Mark Dorber. Georgia Demetriou. John Michael Farimond. Masood Gangat. Michael Hawthornthwaite. John Andrew Hay. Stephen William Hitchin. Stephen James Hughes. Wai Hung Lee. Yat Q Leung. Daniel Lister. James Matthews. Jada Mogglecock. David Curtis Morley. Richard Daffyd Morris. May Maya Mayo Han. Shilong Ng. Rex Osafo Azari. Stephen Martin Roberts. Wei Sin Shen. Zishu Song. Edward John Stewart. David Paul Studley. Neil Christopher Townsend. Kuan Truong. Victor Kwok Wai Tsoi. Vladislav Vishnyakov. Samia Irini Wolford. Christopher John Wallace. Ian David Walsh. Xiaoji Wang. Paul Waring. Michael Wilde. Yining Zhao. Samuel Christopher Barry. Daniel Booth. Edwin Bronny Mensah. Daniel Byrne. Fiona Goddard. Robert Davies Innes. Anna Masiakovic. Navina Nandlal. Ayub Anwar. Paul Alexander Berry. Mark Brady. Michael Caulfield. Emma Patricia Louise Fairhurst. Thomas Andrew Goodman. Paul Heaney. Fazana Khalil. Andrew James Lockie. Chris Maltby. Christopher Stewart McVitie. Shuel Mia. Samuel John Morehouse. Kevin Patel. Sailesh Patel. Zaid Qureshi. Ravi Shah. Thomas Thorns. Muhammad Aputhera. Abdul Alaisa. Abdul Al-Ghamdi. Saud Al-Mansur. Paul Otto James Eager. Hussein Ozilmaz. Kilaboga Ranko. Tao Wai. Stephen James Wright. Seema Desai. And Ramsey Nabulsi. William Peck. Sandeep Shagani. Hashvin Daryanani. And Michael Price.
Today we've celebrated the award of your degrees. Congratulations. On behalf of the University of Manchester, I extend to you our best wishes for the future. And I now declare the ceremony closed. Would you please rise?